Welcome to our comprehensive guide on business decision making. In today's fast-paced business world, making the right decisions can be the difference between success and failure. Whether you're a manager, entrepreneur, or team leader, understanding how to approach decisions systematically is crucial. Throughout this video, we'll explore the key concepts, practical frameworks, and real-world examples that shape effective decision making in business environment. Let's start by understanding what decision making means in a business context and why it's so important for organizational growth and sustainability. Business decisions are choices made by individuals or groups that affect the direction, operations, and outcomes of an organization. These decisions can range from daily operational choices to long-term strategic planning. Every decision, big or small, contributes to the overall performance of a business. Understanding the types of decisions you'll encounter, such as routine, tactical, and strategic, helps in selecting the right approach and tools for each scenario. Let's delve deeper into the different categories of business decisions and their unique characteristics. Routine decisions are made regularly and often follow established procedures, like ordering office supplies or scheduling meetings. Strategic decisions, on the other hand, have long-term impacts and require careful analysis, such as entering a new market or launching a new product. Recognizing the difference between these two types helps allocate resources and attention appropriately. By distinguishing between routine and strategic decisions, businesses can streamline processes and focus leadership efforts where they matter most. Effective business decision-making follows a structured process. This typically involves identifying the problem or opportunity, gathering relevant information, generating possible solutions, evaluating alternatives, making the choice, and finally, implementing and reviewing the decision. Each step is essential to ensure that decisions are well-informed and aligned with organizational goals. By following a systematic approach, businesses can minimize risks and maximize the chances of achieving desired outcomes. First step in decision-making is recognizing when a decision needs to be made. This could be in response to a problem, such as declining sales, or an opportunity, like a new market trend. Being proactive in identifying these situations allows businesses to act swiftly and strategically. It's important to gather input from various sources and stakeholders to ensure that the real issue or opportunity is clearly understood before moving forward. Once a problem or opportunity is identified, the next step is to collect all relevant information. This includes both internal data, like financial reports or employee feedback, and external data, such as market trends or competitor analysis. Comprehensive data collection ensures that decisions are based on facts rather than assumptions. Leveraging technology and data analytics can greatly enhance the quality and speed of information gathering. With a clear understanding of the situation, it's time to brainstorm possible solutions. Generating a range of alternatives encourages creative thinking and helps avoid tunnel vision. Involving team members from different departments can bring fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. The goal is to create a list of viable options that address the problem or capitalize on the opportunity. After generating alternatives, each option must be carefully evaluated. This involves weighing the pros and cons, considering potential risks, and assessing the impact on business objectives. Tools like SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, can be helpful in this stage. The evaluation process ensures that the chosen solution is not only effective but also aligns with the company's values and resources. Once all alternatives have been evaluated, it's time to make the final decision. This step requires confidence and accountability. Decision makers should ensure that the chosen option is supported by evidence and aligns with the organization's goals. Sometimes making tough choices is necessary, especially when options have both positive and negative consequences. Clear communication of the decision to all stakeholders is also vital for successful implementation. Implementation is where plans turn into action. This involves assigning responsibilities, allocating resources, and setting timelines. Effective implementation requires coordination among team members and ongoing monitoring to address any issues that arise. By keeping everyone informed and engaged, businesses can ensure that the decision is executed smoothly and efficiently. After implementation, it's important to review the results of the decision. Did it solve the problem or seize the opportunity as intended? Reviewing outcomes allows businesses to learn from successes and mistakes, making future decisions even more effective. This step closes the decision-making loop and fosters a culture of continuous improvement within the organization. Several models can guide business decision-making. The rational model emphasizes logical analysis and systematic evaluation, while the intuitive model relies on experience and gut feeling. Other models, like the bounded rationality model, recognize the limitations of time and information. Understanding these models helps leaders choose the most suitable approach for each situation. Rational model is a step-by-step approach that emphasizes logical reasoning and thorough analysis. It involves defining the problem, identifying criteria, weighing options, and selecting the best alternative. This model is ideal for complex decisions where ample time and information are available. However, it may not be practical in fast-paced or uncertain environments. Intuitive model relies on the decision maker's experience, instincts, and gut feelings. This approach is often used when time is limited or when dealing with ambiguous situations. While intuition can be powerful, it's important to balance it with data and analysis to avoid biases. Experienced leaders often blend intuition with rational thinking for optimal results. Bounded rationality model recognizes that decision makers operate under constraints such as limited time, information, and resources. Instead of seeking the perfect solution, they aim for a satisfactory one. This model is practical for real-world business settings where ideal conditions rarely exist. it encourages flexibility and adaptability in the decision-making process. Any business decisions are made by groups rather than individuals. Group decision-making can lead to better outcomes by pooling diverse knowledge and perspectives. However, it also presents challenges such as groupthink and conflicts. Effective group decision-making requires clear communication, defined roles, and a structured process to ensure everyone's input is considered. Reaching consensus in group decision-making means finding a solution that everyone can support, even if it's not everyone's first choice. Consensus building fosters collaboration and buy-in, which are essential for successful implementation. Techniques like open discussion, active listening, and compromise help groups navigate disagreements and arrive at mutually acceptable decisions. Groupthink occurs when the desire for harmony overrides critical thinking, leading to poor decisions. To avoid groupthink, encourage open dialogue, welcome dissenting opinions, and appoint a devil's advocate. Creating a safe environment for honest feedback ensures that all perspectives are considered, resulting in more robust and effective decisions. Variety of tools can support business decision-making. Decision trees, cost-benefit analysis, and SWOT analysis are commonly used to structure and evaluate options. These tools help clarify complex situations, quantify risks and benefits, and guide decision-makers toward the best possible choice. Selecting the right tool depends on the nature and complexity of the decision at hand. Decision trees are visual tools that map out possible choices and their potential outcomes. By laying out each option and its consequences, decision trees help clarify complex decisions and highlight the best path forward. They are especially useful for decisions with multiple variables and uncertain outcomes, providing a clear framework for analysis. Cost-benefit analysis involves comparing the expected costs and benefits of each alternative. This quantitative approach helps decision-makers assess the financial impact and prioritize options that offer the greatest value. By assigning monetary values to costs and benefits, businesses can make more objective and transparent decisions. SWOT analysis is a strategic tool that examines an organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By systematically evaluating these four areas, businesses can identify internal capabilities and external challenges. SWOT analysis supports informed decision-making by highlighting areas for improvement and potential risks. Data-driven decision-making is increasingly important in today's business landscape. By leveraging data analytics, organizations can uncover trends, predict outcomes, and make more accurate decisions. However, it's essential to ensure data quality and relevance. Combining data insights with human judgment leads to balanced and effective decision-making. Uncertainty is a constant in business decision-making. Factors like market volatility, changing regulations, and technological advances can complicate choices. To manage uncertainty, businesses use scenario planning, risk assessment, and contingency planning. These strategies help prepare for various outcomes and reduce the impact of unforeseen events. Risk assessment involves identifying potential risks associated with each decision and evaluating their likelihood and impact. By understanding risks upfront, businesses can develop mitigation strategies and make more informed choices. Risk assessment is an ongoing process that should be revisited as new information becomes available. Ethics play a vital role in business decision-making. Decisions should align with the organization's values and consider the impact on stakeholders, including employees, customers, and the community. Ethical decision-making builds trust and reputation, which are essential for long-term success. Leaders must weigh not only what is profitable, but also what is right. Cognitive biases can influence business decisions, often leading to errors in judgment. Common biases include confirmation bias, overconfidence, and anchoring. Being aware of these biases and actively seeking diverse perspectives can help mitigate their effects. Training and awareness programs support better, more objective decision-making. Confirmation bias occurs when decision-makers favor information that supports their existing beliefs and ignore contradictory evidence. This can lead to poor decisions and missed opportunities. To counter confirmation bias, actively seek out opposing viewpoints and encourage critical thinking within teams. Overconfidence bias leads decision-makers to overestimate their knowledge or abilities. This can result in taking unnecessary risks or overlooking important details. To overcome overconfidence, regularly review assumptions, consult with experts, and use data to validate decisions. Anchoring bias occurs when decision-makers rely too heavily on the first piece of information they receive. This can skew analysis and limit consideration of alternatives. To avoid anchoring, gather information from multiple sources and delay making judgments until all relevant data is reviewed. Leadership plays a critical role in business decision-making. Effective leaders set the tone for decision processes, encourage open communication, and foster a culture of accountability. By modeling sound decision-making practices, leaders inspire confidence and drive organizational success. Empowering teams to make decisions increases engagement and innovation. When employees are trusted to contribute ideas and take ownership of outcomes, they become more invested in the organization's success. Providing training and resources supports effective team-based decision-making. Clear communication is essential throughout the decision-making process. Sharing information, expectations, and rationale helps align teams and ensures everyone understands their roles. Open communication also builds trust and reduces resistance to change. Business environments are constantly evolving, requiring organizations to adapt their decision-making processes. Flexibility and agility are key to responding to new challenges and opportunities. Regularly reviewing and updating decision frameworks ensures they remain relevant and effective. Technology has transformed business decision-making by providing access to real-time data, advanced analytics, and collaboration tools. Digital platforms enable faster, more informed decisions and support remote teamwork. Staying updated with technological advancements is essential for maintaining a competitive edge. Let's look at a real-world example of successful business decision-making. A company facing declining sales used data analytics to identify new customer segments. By targeting these segments with tailored marketing campaigns, they reversed the sales trend and achieved significant growth. This case highlights the importance of data-driven decisions and strategic thinking. Not all decisions lead to success. In another case, a company launched a new product without adequate market research. The product failed to meet customer needs, resulting in financial losses. This example underscores the importance of thorough analysis and stakeholder input before making major decisions. Continuous improvement is essential for effective decision-making. By regularly reviewing processes, learning from outcomes, and seeking feedback, organizations can refine their decision-making skills. This commitment to improvement drives innovation and long-term success. In a globalized world, business decisions often have international implications. Understanding cultural differences, legal requirements, and market dynamics is crucial for making effective global decisions. Collaboration with local experts and adapting strategies to fit diverse environments are key to international success. Sustainable decision-making considers the long-term impact on the environment, society, and economy. Businesses are increasingly expected to make choices that support sustainable development goals. Integrating sustainability into decision processes enhances reputation and ensures future viability. Legal and regulatory considerations are integral to business decision-making. Compliance with laws and regulations protects organizations from penalties and reputational damage. Staying informed about legal changes and seeking expert advice ensures that decisions are both effective and compliant. Engaging stakeholders in decision-making leads to better outcomes and stronger relationships. Stakeholders include employees, customers, suppliers, and the community. Involving them in the process ensures that diverse perspectives are considered and increases support for the final decision. Measuring the effectiveness of business decisions is crucial for ongoing improvement. Key performance indicators, KPIs, and feedback mechanisms help track outcomes and identify areas for adjustment. Regular measurement ensures that decisions deliver the intended results and support organizational goals. Strong decision-making culture empowers employees, encourages innovation, and supports organizational growth. This culture is built on trust, transparency, and continuous learning. By fostering an environment where thoughtful decisions are valued, businesses can adapt and thrive in any market. Summary: effective business decision-making is a blend of structured processes, analytical tools, and human judgment. By understanding the types of decisions, following systematic steps, and leveraging data and teamwork, organizations can make choices that drive success. Remember, every decision is an opportunity to learn and improve. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the essentials of business decision-making.